Look what arrived in the mail. The very first prototype copy of Peacemakers Horrors of War. Let's take a closer look. Peacemakers Horrors of War is a spiritual successor to Dawn of Peacemakers, one of our previous games. Let's see what the game holds inside. Here's the box, the front, sides. It's pretty standard size. Let's dig in. The first thing we are met is a big warning leaflet telling that some of the cards of the game should not be read beforehand. And the other side of this leaflet shows the instructions on how to organize the cards. Those who have played Lands of Galsur know that it has quite a long list of instructions you need to do, but this is a lot less involved. You basically have to just order the cards here at the top. Everything else should be already on their correct spots in the insert. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. Then we have the rulebook, which is a little bit smaller than our previous big box rulebooks. Those were like all the way to the top and a little bit wider, but we made this just a little bit smaller to be more easily manageable. Takes a smaller footprint. We have a nice index at the front, so you can find correct places in the rulebook with ease. And on the back side we have references for all the different icons, keywords, and a round overview as well. We have list of components, some game overview credits, and then we have one spread for setup, one spread for adventure phase, one for the army phase, and that's the rules you need to read before you can get playing. We have some lore, and then we have 6 different scenarios, each having their own background story and scenario rules. We have a scenario log that you can keep track of your progress as you play. There are 6 different scenarios. These are faded out because this is the copy that similar copy to those that we have sent to content creators, and this one just has 2 scenarios, so we faded out the 4 other ones to make it more clear. But there's basically South America and the different conflicts that take place there between different factions, and you can keep track if you have won which of the scenarios, if you have completed some extra challenges and things of that nature. Then we have a new feature for this version, is that instead of game board and tiles, which were used to build the different scenarios, we have just 2 map books. We have the left half and right half, and when you play a given scenario, you simply flip to the correct scenario. For example, here's scenario 1 left side and scenario 1 right side here, and that's pretty much half of the setup already done. Once you do this, we can take a closer look in just a moment for those. Then we have insert, which we are really happy with. It has places for everything, and it keeps a setup and teardown extremely fast. We have the different cards here at the top, and they have labels printed on the actual game box, where you can see which scenario has which cards in which spots. We have similar thing here at the front for the different Meeples for the armies. We have 7 different factions, and instead of miniatures like we did in Dawn of Peacemakers, in this one we now have really nice looking Meeples. For example, here, let's say Scarlet Macaws. We have different Meeples for them. Here's one of their leaders, and here's a basic unit for those, and then we also have a flying unit. And you may have spotted that they all have this similar shaped square base. And for those we have these custom insignia bases. We have circles, we have star-shaped ones, and then we have also these gear-shaped ones. And these also have their own space in the insert, but it's fast and easy to take them. And these are made from rubber, so they can actually deform if you squish them, and that's so you can take a meeple like this and just put it in it, and it won't come off. It will stay there for the duration of the game. So we'll see at the scenario setup in just a moment. We have four adventures here. They are easy to pick up as we have a specially made insert for them where you can push from the bottom or top, where you can lift them up. They all have their own nice spots. We have damage tokens, fortification tokens, custom die, some glass beads, and as I said before, each scenario has their own cards in their separate section here. Some of these we have two scenarios in this prototype, so they'll actual cards in them, but for the rest I have just put blank cards just to show you the amount of stuff that comes with the game once it's actually full production. Let's take a closer look at the map books. As said, we have the left half and the right half, and we simply place them next to each other on the gaming area, and we flip to the chosen scenario. In this prototype I have the first one, which looks like this, and the second one, which looks like this. And as for the rest of the setup, we simply see the different units here. For example, here we have the Tuatara Captain. We see the shape of which insignia they need. So in this case they need the circle one, so we take one of those and attach it to the bottom, and we can place it where it has the similar letter on the map box. Let's do the rest as well. Once we have all the units, we can take all the cards for the chosen scenario. In this case, scenario number 2, we can organize them by card type, and some of these, for example, these are resource cards, and the scenario rules will tell what to do with those, but the rest we simply we will shuffle and place on their corresponding spots on the map book, like so. And after shuffling these, choosing which adventures the players are playing, we place those to the starting space, and we would shuffle the horror deck and the resource deck, deal some starting hands, and we would be good to go. So as you can see, the setup and the teardown, as well as the starting motivations, which I didn't remember, but we put those with the glass beads here. So the setup and teardown is extremely fast, and the variety between different scenarios is extremely huge as well. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you look forward to the crowdfunding campaign of Peacemakers Horrors of War.